Hey everyone, I'm Nate.
And I'm Abby.
We are the TheRcSaylors, that's Popeye, and we are bringing to you guys this week, all week long, every single day, 6 quadcopters with a camera under $90. Yesterday, in fact, we did a review of a quad that has the monitor built in and flies on 5.8 gigahertz, and this does the exact same thing. So let's take a look at this. This is the JXD 509G. We got ours at banggood.com for $89.99, basically $90. Let me cut into the tape here and we'll take a look at what comes inside the box. Then we'll take you guys out with us to fly this and we'll review it for you to let you know if it's worth your money or not.
Awesome.
Okay, this is unique because it's foam. Normally we get these plastic sleeves. Here we get this foam that, you know, it's that foam that when you break, it gets everywhere and somehow stays in your house for 10 years after you've swept every day of the year. Okay, so there's the foam that holds it. Let me cut this open, and that way we can take a look here. Abby, will you open that and see what comes in the little baggie? The quad itself looks really cool. It does have 4 prop guards that we probably won't be flying with.
Antenna.
If this is your first quad, you should fly with those prop guards because it will probably save you in a few crashes. Now,
4 spare props.
One thing that stood out to me about this quad was the uniquely shaped camera. It's I'm sure it's the same quality as most of these FPV kind of quads, but it looks really cool. It's got this little round ball camera on the bottom.
2 different size screwdrivers.
Very neat. The quad itself has the battery plug sticking out the back so you can charge it, I would imagine, and then it's got an on-off switch there. The antenna is sticking out the back, and it just has a very cool, like, sci-fi shape to it. I really like that a lot.
4 screws. 2 charging cables, USB. I'm guessing one is probably for the screen.
Yep, I would say so.
And then I'm guessing the other's for the battery for the quad.
It looks like a standard, you know, cheap 5.8 gigahertz monitor. You've got the shadow box that pops open, spring-loaded, very nice. And the one thing I like about this is that you have access to plug in a clover antenna on the top. So you don't have to use the antenna that comes with it, which is here in the back.
You have your USB card converter for the micro SD card that comes with it. It's 4 gigabytes. And then there's this funny looking piece in there. Don't really know what it's for.
You know, I'm just looking at my monitor. Just ironic, it matches up here. I think that goes on the bottom of this, and that's gonna kind of hold on to the transmitter. Where's the transmitter?
I don't know. I do not know, baby.
Is it underneath? Oh yeah, it's on the bottom. Haha!
Found it.
Careful now. Foam's going everywhere.
Awful. Important note.
Yeah,
I'll read that later.
They've come up with this unique design to hold that onto your transmitter.
That looks nice. It actually looks like it has the hovering thing where it pops back to the center. Everything is labeled. A key return, light, start, stop, video, photo, headless mode.
Cool, it does have that.
Turn speed.
What she's talking about is your throttle stick doesn't stay down on this. I mean, a lot of transmitters you can adjust that on nicer transmitters, but on this one it stays in the middle, which makes us believe that it's got like a GPS hold, an altitude hold. So that's pretty cool. Very cool. And she's right, everything is labeled.
Awesome. Well,
okay,
let's get it charging. Let's get this in the air.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, Papa, where's your toy? Did you get a stick? Wow.
I can't believe the rotten luck we're having this week with these quads. About half have been okay and half have been duds. If you want to save $90, be sure to check out yesterday's video to see what quad that was so you don't buy it. Which is kind of the reason we do these reviews. I'm very excited about this. I'm very hopeful. Not only does it look cool, but it's also a 5.8 gigahertz FPV quadcopter, and I believe it's got some sort of GPS lock, so we're gonna put it in the air and test it out. Okay, let's open up the monitor with the shadow box. Our lights are solid, we're bound up, and we're gonna turn our monitor on for FPV, and we've got a signal. Now we press the start stop key, supposedly. Okay,
That's a good looking monitor.
it needed a throttle up and down apparently to bind, so So that was interesting. It was like throttle up and down. You start the motors by hitting start stop. And then we've got throttle control here. So let me try to, it does have like an altitude hold. It's kind of holding that altitude. Let's do some video for you. Hopefully it's recording. Now that alone is pretty sweet in a $90 quad. It says we are recording. I've got a nice live view, and there is us. It's a little choppy. It's not the best 5.8 gigahertz I've ever seen, but it's working. Let's see, I feel like we've got some options here. I've got a turn key, so I'm guessing that's flips. Let's try it out. We'll get a little altitude on it. Yeah, it does flips. That was a rocky flip, but it did it. We can do speed, so now we have higher rates. There's 3, and it's pretty fast on 3. The way it flies, you have to actually push down on the altitude. Uh-oh, we're not doing great here. It's not coming back down, so I'm holding in down, and it's just, see how slow it's coming?
Wow, that's good though, right?
I guess that's okay.
So you don't get rocky video?
Sure, that's okay. Let's press our lights button, and that turns our lights off. You want to see it here? Abby, you know what? This is a good one to fly. I'm just going to let you fly it right now.
All right.
Nice. I kind of like that. We'll turn our lights back on and get ready to have some fun. This is actually a really nice quad. I like this a lot. So I'll kind of walk you through it here. You want to press the start stop button. Go ahead and hit that. And now you fly it kind of like you fly the Zero Explorer, okay?
Papa, are you ready? Are you ready, Papa? Are you ready? Keep
in mind that quads that have 5.8 gigahertz video, every second that they are on is eating up a lot of flight. Yeah, it's got a safety shut off, so that's great. So like I was saying, a quadcopter that has a camera, especially something with 5.8 gigahertz, when it is on, is transmitting a video signal, so it eats up the battery really quickly. So if it's sitting on and idling, you want to get it in the air as soon as possible. It's a great looking quad. It's very sci-fi looking. I'm just having a good time. Let's chase it around and see if we can get some good shots. Popeye likes it. You flying FPV at all? Try the little FPV. Maybe fly it.
I just want to fly.
Okay.
Get.
All right, you want to try the headless mode on this?
Sure.
Okay, we'll start the motor. Pick it up. Not liking this headless mode. Constantly beeps when you're in it, but it does actually work. So I'm giving it full yaw and pulling it around, and it works pretty well. But man, that beeping was annoying, so take it out of that for sure. So let me kind of show you the altitude hold here. I'm not pushing anything, and it's pretty much staying where it's supposed to be. I mean, it's drifting, but that's because I need to trim it some. Could be a little breeze. You would think by the looks of this that the camera on it could aim down, like that circle would have a motor in it for a gimbal control, but it does not on the transmitter anyway. I might be able to manually do it, but this quad just looks really cool flying, and it flies pretty well. The 5.8 Ghz is nice for flying FPV, although it's a little choppy. It's not the greatest FPV I've ever seen. And we're doing okay. There's us. Take it up towards the house. But I'm not looking away at all. Abby's my spotter. Oh, there we go. It's down. And the signal's out, so I think we lost it. So it just cuts out pretty quickly. I think of everything that we reviewed this week from Banggood, this is probably my favorite quad. It's still a little cheap, it's still a little flimsy, and it's not the favorite FPV quad I've ever flown, but of the 6 quads under $90, this is the winner. It is unfortunately the most expensive one, so I guess that shows you do basically get what you pay for. And keep in mind, when you buy from a foreign company, it's a lot of times hard to find spare parts when things go wrong on these. This week we broke 2 of our quads and we're out like $100 because there's really no customer service. But if you're looking for something to get, you know, a good handful of flights in, ready to fly right out of the box, I'd say this is a really great one. It's called Pioneer JXD 509.
And it had a long flight time too.
A pretty long flight time, yeah. This was a winner. I really like this, and if you guys like our cheap quad week, let us know in the comments section below. Give us a like and maybe share this playlist with one of your buddies that's into the hobby too. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you in the next video.
Bye!
Bye.